Why do I feel cringe when I talk about things that I'm proud of? Okay, for starters, cringe is fine. To be cringe is to be free. But in general, why do I feel a little bit ashamed when I talk about things that I'm really enthusiastic about? So, for context, I wrote my first novel. Hooray! And I'm too shy to promote it. Oh no. That's a pretty common thing. A lot of people don't want to be perceived. I want my novel to reach the right audience for it. It's a cute story, and I want people who like that story to read that story, if it makes sense. I believe in my story, don't get me wrong. I like my novel. I'm proud of what I wrote. The person editing it is doing a really good job. The problem is, I don't believe in myself. I don't know if I can pull off this whole please read my novel thing without seeming cringe. And in general, I'm a bit shy in real life. Unfortunately, almost all of the guides that I've read have told me that in order to properly market a novel, the best way is to put myself out there. If I want to get readers, I have to actually tell people about my book. Problem: promoting it makes my skin crawl. Why? Because what if people think I'm being cringe? Why am I even afraid of that? I'm okay with being cringe with friends in private, but those guides said that if I want to reach people easily, I have to be seen publicly. That's like the most straightforward way. I go post about it, tell people about it. But then that begs the question, why does my skin crawl? Why do I dislike self-promotion? I don't mind it when other people do it. I am actually entertained. Some people are like super creative when they do their self-promotion. But when I do self-promotion, it just makes me feel, no help. Am I afraid of self-promotion? What? Maybe I'm afraid that I'm mediocre and that I don't deserve to like the things I make. Or maybe I'm afraid that I look a bit delusional, that I'm dreaming too big. That's a possibility. Or maybe it's deeper, like I'm afraid of wanting things. Maybe I don't deserve to want good things, but why? Or maybe it's because the second I show enthusiasm, it's like being vulnerable in front of other people. Or maybe because the second I put my work out there, something I'm proud of and really enthusiastic about, maybe that means that work is no longer in its little safe bubble. It's like out there, unprotected, exposed to the elements, aka people who are gonna poke it. And like, I'm just afraid of criticism. Not necessarily. I'm afraid of people being mean for no reason. Like if I put my work out there and I'm like super proud of it and I'm happy, people might not like that. They might say, oh, that girl's being the Lulu. Oh, that's so irritating. That's so cringe. Yeah. It's me being vulnerable. When I'm happy, I'm vulnerable. You've probably seen that meme with the pink blob in the box. I think I should look for that meme. I'll credit the comic writer. What was his name? I remember. It's Shen, the comic artist Shen. It's one of my favorite memes, and it's this little pink blob, and then there's a box, and the pink blob like goes out of the box, and it's like yay, and then someone punches the pink blob, and it goes back in the box, and the box is like super reinforced. It's one of my favorite memes for a reason. Like, if I keep my creation, and by extension myself, in my own little box, I am safe. No one will call me cringe if no one knows I exist. But I don't think I want to do that anymore. So, what is this creation that I keep talking about? Well, I wrote my first novel. Yay! So, it's a sci-fi romance about a college student who falls in love with her childhood bestie. And her childhood bestie is half human, half alien, and glows in the dark. Like those algae and like those fireflies and like those jellyfish that glow in the dark, photoluminescent. That's the sci-fi part. So the story is set in a university in a space-age Metro Manila, and it just follows these two characters as they fall in love, and there's like secrets and like sci-fi stuff. Like some people are like full aliens, but he's part alien, and the conflict revolves around the secrets that this bestie keeps from our main character, and like they fall in love but they don't want to admit it. Yeah, it's slow burn. I like it actually. Some people might find it cringe, I don't. So the aliens in my story just exist in this world, this space-age Metro Manila, and the world is different because these aliens exist, and I explore that. My novel isn't very flashy. It doesn't have like space battles and the usual sci-fi stuff. So I was worried that it might not be enough. But even though it doesn't have like the cool things, I think it's still a good story and I am proud of it. The main draw of this story is the romance. And the romance is quiet and cute and it's a little bit ouch. Like it's a bit painful, but it's also kind of healing in the end. And I like stories that heal. So I liked my story so much that I actually submitted it to a small local publisher just so another pair of eyes can see my work. Why not, right? And they said yes. So there, okay, that's interesting. They said yes. So I was really excited because, oh, someone liked what I wrote. Oh, I'm gonna get physical copies. I don't care if it only sells like a little bit. I'm just glad that someone else liked it. And then they told me to promote it, and here we are. Oh no. My first thought was, oh no, because in real life I am quite awkward. And I know that I need to practice my speaking skill in front of a camera. Though now that I think of it, it's easier to make eye contact with a camera than with a person. But despite everything, despite my fear of being cringe, my fear of being called Delulu, my fear of classmates, former teachers, former co-workers, family members seeing me talking to a camera in the middle of the night and talking about my book and all of that, despite all of that fear of being perceived, I'm going to try promoting it anyway. I like my novel enough to actually power through the cringe. Why? Because I like it. And I think that if I like it, maybe other people would like it too. And I guess the fact that other people might like it is enough reason for me to actually try reaching those people. So at the start of the video, do you remember the question I posed? Okay, why do I feel cringe when I talk about things I am really enthusiastic about? Why do I feel cringe when I talk about things I like? And I still don't have a clear answer to that. But I realized, and this is like the main insight of the video, I would rather be cringe today than regret hiding my enthusiasm tomorrow. And yeah, cringe doesn't feel all that cool, but cringe and excitement can coexist. And I will keep reminding myself of that. So what do I mean by cringe and excitement coexisting? I'm proud, but I'm embarrassed. I want people to read my work and like my characters and relate to the story and engage with my work. But I'm also afraid of people thinking it's bad or it's boring or it's not worth their time. And that's okay if they think it's not their thing. But I'm also afraid of people thinking I'm annoying as a person. Like, what if they think I'm annoying for wanting people to read it in the first place? So there. My novel, Chasing Sunlight, will be published sometime this year. And I'm super excited, and I'm also a bit nervous. Yeah, if I promote this novel, even though I feel cringe about it, it has a higher chance of reaching the right audience. So, I'm trying to learn how to promote without cringing. And even if I do cringe, it's still promotion. So if you want to watch this whole process, stick around. I will be making a bunch more videos talking about this novel, my writing process, and updates. So, yeah.